I go together with the beat. Oh, oh, oh. So anybody in the background will be singing this song. Just go up there. Woo. I worship it. I'm back to the chorus. Do the verse. You are here. Then you answer everything with your left hand. Hello guys, hello. Welcome to this video. It's just a jamming session. One of my subscribers asked me if I could make a video about preaching chords, or how to accompany a preacher, or how to play background music when a preacher is preaching, or let's say an altar call for that matter. Okay, I'm going to try my best and give you some of the tunes and to make some of this music possible for you to hear them out and how they really sound, so that you could distinguish them and help you. And I hope you're gonna get helped in this. So how do I approach such concept or such moment when a preacher is on the pulpit? Number one, I observe the type of the message or the message of the preacher. The preacher is preaching something. It could be something about repentance. It could be something about reconciliation. You know, when preachers are preaching about messages that are inward, you know, inward messages are about the message that makes you look inside yourself, examine your life, examine everything you do, what you speak. They bring about repentance. They lead you back to the cross. Such times are very crucial, especially when the musician is in the house, like you, let's say you. Now, another type of a message that a preacher could be preaching, it could be about a happy message. Let's say about restoration message. Let's say about prosperity message. He's preaching type of messages that preachers bring about is about you know, going back to God, you know, and all this. Now, enough of this. It comes down to the choice of your sounds. Okay, it's not a law or a rule which voice you should use, but this is where music creativity comes in. All right, pianos are good. They create a very good environment, but you know what I do? I love layering it with some pad. Okay, just to give up that environment, then to add some strings on top just to brighten some things. Now, another tip I would like you to know is touch sensitivity. What we mean about touch sensitivity? Touch sensitivity is simply the harder you press the keys, the louder they become. The softer you land on them, the softer the music is going to come out. Now, I want you to hear how this piano sounds. I'm using some energy, I'm adding some. If I reduce my energy and my striking on them, they become much softer. Like, it sounds so good. If I add some energy, like that. So this comes to the choice of your chords. Okay. Now, when there is an altar call, you need to create a melancholic environment. You need to create that atmosphere, an atmosphere where someone really looks inside themselves. Like, for example, if a preacher is preaching about, oh, that didn't begin so warm. So number one, I'll try and disengage my right one and right two. That is where I have my piano and my pad. So then I just have my string. So I just chose a 6, a 4, then a 5. But the way I'm going to voice them is what is going to create the environment. So I'll try as much as I can to do some relative minors in some bars ahead. So I mix them up. So I'll bring in the piano, very soft. Then I do a relative minor. This is a dominant 3. Alright, so I'm going to pick a random progression. So let's do a 6, which is a relative to the B. This is an A flat minor. So I'm going to do an A flat minor 7. So that's what I'm playing right here. A minor 7. Then while I'm still holding my A minor 7, I'm going to land on a 4. So it's going to give that colliding situation there. So I do my 5, an F sharp major, then I add 9. So this will be my F sharp, I add 9, and I'm going to add the 3rd. Okay, so I'm going to add the number 3, the 3rd. So it's going to give me that space in those chords. Alright, okay. So remember, my relative minor is going to replace my 1, like. Make sure it's so progressive. Begin your chord very soft, then you have to do an accidental strike, like the way I did, like. Then I do one. Then I land very soft. Now, there are times now the preacher is speaking, and it's a very crucial message. Just bring down everything. Just bring down, you can just remain with it. You can just remain with the strings alone. Then try to make them as warm as possible. If I play around it, you'll notice it's a bit sharp. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring and to simmer everything down, like. So I'll try and play around these octaves here. So just play around with these 3 chords. 6, then 2, then 5 over 3. Oh. Okay, then you come in and bring down your pad, like. This one will create a background music, and even a preacher could get the key. So if it's an altar call, you just hear someone will just pick up the microphone and they'll just pick up that key that you're playing in, and it will be a very, very good synchrony. Then you just bring in your piano. Just bring up your pipe. If someone is singing, then very soft. Then if someone's beginning to sing and the preacher is singing, then you just bring in your beat. If you're playing very soft, you pick the soft part of the keyboard. That was your beat. Sorry. Now, if the backup is now beginning, you bring out the beat. Alright, so someone might be wondering, what chord am I playing? Okay, this chord is just a major 6 I'm playing. Okay? Just instead of an A flat minor, I'm doing an A flat major. It's just an accidental I'm creating just to bring a variation in that song, like so do not play this chord if your singers cannot hear that note, okay? Because if you play it and they cannot sing, like if they can't hear that note, please don't play it. Just play the normal note. Okay? But if your singers are way much advanced, just do it. Now, another thing I would like to show you, you heard me do this. are just octaves I'm doing. These are just octaves I'm doing. Alright? So these octaves requires you to really have practiced your left hand chords. Like okay, sometimes just lift the octave up, so then you'll have a very beautiful day. Just doing the normal chords. Before I go, let me show you something with the same thing. Like any song that you wish to make a very beautiful emotional intro to it, like let's pick a song like Waymaker. Pick the chorus. My God, that is who you are. Alright, now, what did I do? So I attack it from the fourth degree. It should be singing in your head. Then I go together a bit. Anybody in the background will be singing this song. Just go up there. Woo. I worship it. I'm back to the chorus. I'll do the verse. You are here. Then you answer everything with your left hand. You are here, feeling every heart. I worship you. I worship you. Remember always to keep everything cool. master begins to talk again, now you go back to the... You do it very soft, even for the pastor to feel. But I don't like it up here. Then you just bring in the piano a bit. Then you roll it in. So I will come back with the same jamming concept, then I will show you even some deeper things that you can do, but for now this is the simple thing that you could do. You could just follow along, and with this chord that you wondered about, I had mentioned it in some of my previous videos. If you've been following, you would already now know the second dominant, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, second dominant, like in terms of the scale. Alright, so from me, please continue practicing. Ask me any question in the comment section, and I will try as much as I can to answer it, and even to give a very good feedback to you, and we will be able to grow together in this journey of music, because I have not arrived yet, but we are still trying and to train one another just for the sake of the ministry. So God bless you. Continue practicing. May you be at peace.